All right, so real quick, shit, tell everybody your name and where y'all from.
Yo, the boy Fane, from West Michigan, downtown Muskegon specifically.
All right, and what's your name?
32 much. I'm from Indianapolis, born in the Virgin Islands, family from Antigua. You know, I'm a melting pot.
Okay, hold on. So you say you born in Indianapolis?
Now I'm born in the Virgin Islands.
Okay.
Yep, St. Christian's Stead.
Gotcha.
And then my family is from a place called Antigua.
Okay. Start with you. You say you from West Michigan?
West Michigan? Yeah, West Michigan.
I bet. Can you kind of talk about what the music scene is like out there? Is there a lot of upcoming artists coming out that way?
Michigan on fire right now. I mean, if you pay attention to the sound of hip hop right now, it's very Michigan.
Yeah,
it's very Michigan, undeniably. And you know what's crazy about that is like a lot of that sound originated like Detroit, Flint. And graduated over to West Michigan.
Right.
But yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. The world is under our sound now, and it's not even just music; it's filming too. Like a lot of TV shows and stuff like that are actually being shot out there. So it's a big thing.
Now let me ask you this: when you talk about Michigan, whenever somebody mentions Michigan, like you said, most people think about Detroit or Flint. As far as you know, what I'm saying, well, just period.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your area of Michigan kind of gets overlooked when you're talking about the Michigan rap scene?
I wouldn't necessarily say overlooked. We have some big names that actually mess with Detroit heavy. You know, 616 Wayne, and you know we have a few producers from out there that really get busy. But I wouldn't say overlooked. It's a mix of both. You know, like the level of seriousness in my area isn't like it is in Detroit. So respectively, you know what I mean, understandable. We just got to work on getting our thing together, and that's what I'm here for. You know?
Yeah. All right. Now, where were you mostly raised? Were you mostly raised in Indianapolis?
Yeah, Indianapolis. I moved to Indianapolis when I was 5.
Okay.
That's hometown.
Okay, so you grew up in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so as far as Indianapolis, Indiana, what's the rap scene like there?
It's constantly growing.
Okay.
It's constantly to me getting closer to what it's getting closer to breaking over that mode.
Yeah.
You know, thanks to me.
Thanks to you? Okay.
Thanks to me, I can break them over that mode.
Yeah. Can you kind of talk about, you know what I'm saying, like the type of area that you grew up in and your household and everything?
Yeah, me, I'm an only child. I'm my mom's only baby. I never knew my father. My mom's was raped, so I never knew my dad. Hell, I didn't know if I was black until like 2 years ago when I did a DNA test and all that shit.
Okay.
But I was raised in poverty, man. My mom's was one of them ladies that, you know, where the rent was cheap, that's where she wanted to be, and that's the hood always. So we was always living in the ghetto, and she was very unstable because she was young. She was 15 or 16 when she had me. So we moved around a lot. I went to every elementary school, every middle school in my town.
So your mom is white, right?
Yes.
And your dad is black?
My dad is Nigerian. Yes.
Nigerian.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you said you just found this out literally like
I did a 23andMe. My fiance was like, you should do it because I've always wanted to know. It was I didn't know if I was Puerto Rican, Dominican, Indian. I didn't know what I was. You know, for many years I felt like I knew who I was, but I needed to know. You know, so
I got you. And she didn't know who your father was.
She had no idea. And it's crazy for me because I'm part of bridging the gap for my family. My white family didn't understand black struggle. Right. And now they look me in my face and they give me a certain type of, damn, like I get it. Yeah. I get it now. My mom sees people treat me differently. And now it's like I can explain and articulate myself to them like, yeah, Mom, this is what I grew up in. And it's not her fault, of course, but, you know, it gives them a better understanding. I always say my white people are different than a lot of white people I've met, to be honest, you know.
Okay. All right. So when you was coming up, who are some rappers that you looked up to?
Man, Lil Wayne was hot at the time.
Goat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Dipset was hot at the time.
Yeah.
Jay-Z. Shit, I remember listening to Chingy all the time.
That's where that mainstream came from.
He made a lot of club songs, and I liked that sound, so I wanted to try to do that.
Sure. All right. It's the same for you. You like those same type of artists?
Man, I grew up Jay-Z. Man, look, my real father is Pimp C. I've always said that. I'm a UGK baby. Like I love the Pimp Chad. I grew up listening to UGK and Jay-Z and Pac and all that. And then the older I got, I got real familiar with Lil Wayne. I just love Lil Wayne's whole catalog, man. Like the way he rapped was so free.
Yeah,
like it wasn't there wasn't a status quo for how you supposed to rap after I heard Wayne. It was like you just go in here and do it, and that's kind of how I took my stance on it.
Yeah, that's facts. We all seem to be around the same age, so we all kind of remember. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, what's your opinion on the new type of rap? You know what I'm saying? Right now, you got the whole drill thing and dissing dead ops and stuff like that. Like, what's y'all opinion on that style of rap? Like, are y'all fans of that new age?
I like how it sound, but I don't like the, dissing the dead ops and that shit disrespectful.
Yeah. I understand it. It comes from the place that we all come from. Yeah. And that place is very it's a dark place.
Yeah, it's art.
And there's nobody around feeding any other narrative that's what's up. Yeah. So, there's not really a lot of rappers that are willing to be like, man, look, it's cool to stay alive. Yeah. Right. It's cool to not spin the block. It's cool to not sell dope. It's cool to not stand on these corners and do the shit y'all doing every day. Like, and that's our fault as artists, specifically like my age and older, that are still perpetuating some shit that they know they ain't fucking doing. Right. No, they ain't doing that no more. And see, I got 4 kids. Okay. I had 3 with the first woman I was with for 10 years. I was with her for 10 years. Went through a real rough divorce type thing. Almost lost it all. Like I pretty much did lose it all, and I was in a real dark place. Didn't know if I was ever gonna bounce back from that. Like I was real depressed, sitting in a house crying for 4 motherfucking years, fucked up. I remember. After my divorce, I moved to a little town in Indiana called Columbus. I was real fucked up. I went back to the trenches. I went back to doing what I knew how to do. Shit, met the plug. He started dropping the packs off by the load. So shit, I'm like, all right, let's get it. And it just so happens that I learned at that time I'm not meant to be in these streets, and these people don't want to see me in the streets because somebody actually told on me and was like, oh, he's doing what he's doing. And that shit hurt, man. The police kicked my door in with my kids sitting there while I'm cooking. I had some pounds in the wall. It was over some weed. Over some weed, though. Weed. Yeah. Y'all ain't want me to sell weed, weed. Come on, man. But police kicked in my door. I had some shit in the wall. They ended up not finding it. I got out of it pretty clean. But literally 2 weeks after that, I met my business partner who put me through this. I was driving cab courier service and just picking people up, taking them to their locations. I picked him up, took him to a PJ, played one song, knocked his socks off, and he's been invested with me ever since. So that's when we decided to start Banktalk Records, and we're this is deeper than just a record label. We're trying to start a university off of this. One thing I noticed with my career is I never could identify what I wanted out of my career. Did I want to be independent? Did I want to sign to a major? I never knew what I wanted to do, and I didn't know how to ask for what I was looking for. Right. So what I want to do with Banktalk is I want to turn it into a university. I want to collect young artists or just artists that I like and really give them the game that I didn't get coming up from everything that I've learned. Right. You know what I mean? Artists, from artist development to, do you want to be independent? Do you want to be on a major? We have people we could get you to on majors that, possibly will work for you. But first identify what it is that you're looking for, because that will stop you from spinning your wheels.
Right. Another question. Who sits in the front seat, your mother or your wife?
You know what? They be arguing about the back seat.
Why you do this?
Who gonna sit in the front?
I mean, wifey would sit in the front.
Okay.
But my wifey's such a player like I am that she would allow mom to sit in the front because she's respectful like that, and that's a beautiful thing, man.
Right.
Me and my wife got a beautiful relationship, man.
Yeah. What about you? What you think?
They rush to the back seat. they like the back seat, and sometimes I end up in the front by myself. So
yeah, no, I get it. All right, same. I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that. All right, is it cheating if you found out that your girl was flirting with another girl?
Is we talking about this? First off, man, my lifestyle's wild, man. I live a crazy lifestyle. Me and my wife got a great relationship. Okay. I don't cheat, but when I tell you she loves me and she loves what I love, I do what I want. And it's not, you know what I mean? And we gonna get into that P later. We gonna get into that player shit because motherfuckers, you know, especially women will take the player shit like to a different level and think that you being a player is not playing with your emotions, baby. Being a player is being able to control every situation. I'm out on the court playing, getting to what I'm getting to. I'm not trying to play with your emotions. It's the last thing. You on the same team as me. Why'd I hurt you? Ooh. That's it. Yeah. But see with women, they demand and they should get honesty because you can have whatever you want if you honest. Just real. And you know, me and my woman, like, we established that at the beginning. You know, look, I'm gonna do what I do, but I'm only sharing my life with you. You won't see me texting, calling, no other, you know, but if it happens, it happens, because, I mean, I'm him. So, you know what I mean? I got to carry on that legacy.
Well, my
you feel
girl
me?
kill me.